Welcome to All Indefinitely. Interviews and insights to empower you to achieve personal and professional success through friendships, relationships, and marriage. Here are your hosts, Anwar and Cyana.
Welcome back for another week. It's so glad to be back here. How are you doing today?
Oh my God, it's so good. It felt like forever. I haven't seen you forever.
I know you're back in the depths of your studying right now.
Yes, it's been really busy, but I'm happy. So that's what matters.
I have to tell you about something because I didn't tell you this before, but I got to tell you about this. I'm planning on doing a worldwide trip. Yeah, I'm gonna go to different countries. And I want to report back from it. I want to report about marriage, family, relationships, friends, and expectations, and all these great things that we're talking about.
That is awesome. I think that would be really good for our show. People will appreciate to see other perspectives, especially from other cultures.
I don't even know what to expect.
That's
the difficult thing. Like I literally do not know what to expect. If all my travels has done one thing, it's told me that whatever you think you're going to see, you're not going to see.
Well, but that's
it's
great.
It's going to change. It's going to be different.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. We're going to learn a lot then.
I hope to see a lot of good things happen. We'll see what happens with it. But it, like, you know, when I wanted to talk to you about this topic, first foremost, but, you know, expectations. I want to talk about like expectations in your life.
It's very important. Huh.
I know. I mean, I think it's the kind of question that we always ask ourselves. What should what should we do? What should we want from others? What should other people owe us? And it seems that there's this line because some people feel like they if you call them your friend, you have to be a friend.
Yes.
What does it mean to be a friend? You ever thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, basically, well, it depends because we have like our own concept of well, that's best friend. It's different.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, yeah. It's somebody that you would expect, you know, loyalty in return, or you would give them loyalty for their friendship, you know, or not only like friendship, but whatever they do, small things. You feel that then you got to give it back. Or I feel that if it's a great friend, you don't feel that way. But most of the time we do expect something in return of our friendship, or for others to expect something in return of their friendship.
Hang on, I'm just turning on the computer here because I want to just define what friendship is.
Oh my goodness. So how's your second coffee today?
It's one of these half calf, so it's not too much coffee. It's half caffeine.
Yeah, that's what you're...
It's kind of like diet caffeine coffee. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It fools me though. I don't know the difference.
I'm always saying that I always have my tea, but today I decided to have a coffee, and I'm missing our coffee shop because the coffee that you have here, where at the office where we are today, it's so bad. Oh my goodness.
This is not bad coffee.
And then oat milk, which it's okay, was extra creamy, but I miss my real milk with my bread.
You mean milk from a cow's nipples?
Oh God, yes.
You want the udder of a cow, and then you want this thing swimming around your coffee?
Okay, you just messed up the idea of café con leche for a lot of people.
And then you want to add to a cow's breast.
Oh my God.
You want to add bread to it?
Of course.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
That's really important.
With their milk fat, because you got to butter it. So you got to like put your milk on it. I don't know about this.
Okay. What did you find?
It says right here that our friends, and this is according to Google, you guys can double check this. A friend is a person of whom knows and with whom one has a bond, mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual and family relations.
Okay.
Who you know and have a bond. By the way, I need glasses. I haven't picked up my glasses.
I see that.
Yeah, I know. I have them at America's Best. I'm picking it up this week. Oh. I really cannot see out of one eye. I mean, it's blurry. It's really blurry. So I have to. And we're like where we are. It's like the lights.
So it says
us.
that it's typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. So you cannot have sex with your friend.
No, it says typically. Doesn't mean always.
Well, yeah, but typically if you have sex with your friend, it stops being your friend.
No, you can still have sex with your friend.
That's what you say so that you feel better about the sex that you've had with your friends.
No, I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay, I found friendship.
Okay, what's that?
Is the emotions or conduct or friends, the state of being friends, a relationship between friends,
That
a
doesn't say
state
anything.
of mutual trust and support between allied nations. What?
I think that the idea of friendship starts very young, and it's kind of like a person that you can always confide in and bond with. It's kind of my idea. I don't know.
Yes.
And it's one of those words that have so many meanings to it. Like you can't really pin down what it is.
Exactly.
It's definitely somebody that you not having sex with, because then that would be different. I was just joking about that. And you don't. It says or family relations. I don't know if I agree with that, because you can have like a family friend, or
Yeah.
a person in the family, whatever.
Like a cousin could be your best friend
Yeah.
or your friend. Do you think?
You know the thing? Yes, I do. But you know the thing is I don't think that people have a lot of friends.
True.
I think that most people that I know at any given time have one or two friends. That's it. One or two friends at
True.
any given time. Now you get closer and you go further apart, and that's a natural part of the how life happens. But my question is, what are your expectations when you have a friend?
I mean, like we were saying before, I would say loyalty. When I consider somebody my friend, I expect that person to be loyal to me in the sense that, I don't know, like be there for me.
You don't. You
No,
don't-
whenever I need it, but if I really
contortion,
needed,
the contortion on your face when you said "be there for me."
yeah, because
It's
I
like
know
you're-
how you are.
You're not
and
really
then-
sure about this.
Well, because I'm saying be there for me, but that doesn't mean that it's like whenever I want to. It's like whenever I truly need that friend to be there for me, I would, expect for that person to be there. And it doesn't matter like whether it's physically or just emotionally or on the phone with me, But yeah, I expect that when I call you, you answer the phone, which normally doesn't happen. But yeah.
So let's test the limits of friendship,
Yes.
because we're best friends. Let's test the limits of friendship. So, you wake up in the morning. I'm making you the bad person, by the way.
Thank
in
you.
my example.
Appreciate it.
You-
Can I use my toy?
You can try it, your toy. Oh, you happy about that? I thought you were going to put it in.
I couldn't wait because we switched, because we were back at the office, so we switched seats today, and I have the controls,
Of the board over there.
so I love it.
Oh, okay. So what was I saying? Oh, so you, in my example,
I'm the bad person.
you're the bad person.
Yeah.
You call me at, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, and you're like, hey, bring a hacksaw, some black garbage bags,
No, put another example. Don't
shovel-
put me there. Don't
shovel,
put me there.
a shovel, and typically get a van that that we can throw a dead body in. I'm your friend.
No.
What do you actually expect me to show up with a shovel
No.
and a hacksaw?
I expect to show up with the cops.
So there's a limit to
Yes.
loyalty on friends.
And especially you putting me in that predicament.
Well,
no.
I would never do it, so I have to put a possibility up there.
Yeah, I would never do that. No, yeah, there are boundaries. Then definitely that's one of those.
Okay, so there's a limit on loyalty.
Yeah.
There's a healthy limit on loyalty. Where does that limit on loyalty stand with friendship? Because we know that friendships are somebody that you enjoy spending time with, growing from, and having experiences with. And we also know from this show that we want the best for our friends. Our friends are not here to serve us. Our friends are here to serve themselves.
Correct.
And have the best possible life, so long as they're not hurting anybody else. We already know that. But what we don't know yet is what should be the limit of a friend. Like how much you're not going to expect me to show up with a shovel and a hacksaw and black garbage bags.
Yeah, no.
And I know you're visualizing Peter.
Oh my
Like-
God.
What did Peter do? But no, I'm like,
No.
So then have you thought about that? Like where should your limits on your loyalty, on your friendships? Because I'll tell you something, in marriage it's different, and in relationships it's different, but friendships, they are our longest lasting relationships that I've seen. But and we're a lot more forgiving over our friends.
Yes.
A tremendous amount of times I've been the bad friend to a lot of people, mostly to myself, and typically after a few shots of whiskey. Whiskey doesn't like me very much, by the way. I like
not
whiskey,
your friend.
just doesn't like me. It's not my friend. I'm all about the White Claw now.
Oh
It's
my
kind of light.
goodness.
It's very light on me.
Oh God. Well, I would say that it's from the moment that it stops serving yourself. You know, that friendship is not good for yourself anymore. You know, and yeah, you might, because you know we all go through hard times in life, and obviously that's where friends stand up for us. But it's that you call your friend because you're having a problem, and that friend is going to leave everything that they're doing. Let's say the problem is not you need to bury a body, but you're having a problem, whatever. Let's say I argued with my boyfriend and I call you, please come get me to my house because I need to go somewhere, because I need to talk about what just happened, whatever. And you're going to leave everything that you're doing for me that night, and we're going to talk, and everything's going to go back to be okay. And then again, I call you another time and I say, hey, I need you to come over because whatever. You're going to leave everything that you're doing that was good for you. You were reading this great book, and you're going to leave it there to go for me. But then the third day you call me and I'm like, you know what? I'm busy. I'm studying. I'm in law school. I can't really go to get you right now. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm in law school. What the hell? You're my friend. You know, I think that would draw a line, at least a little bit.
So it's a three strike you're out with you.
No, that's what I was trying to say, because I know how you are. But no, like I wouldn't put it like that. But yeah, the moment that you realize it, for some people it takes longer. Like, but the moment that you realize that this is not serving me anymore, then you have to start, you know, setting up your boundaries, because it's not your friend. It's a one-side relationship.
I thought about this a while back, and I was thinking, like, what should be our limits? What should be the best thing that we have? And you know, like you give the example, if I call you up saying, hey, my girlfriend is upsetting me, and you're always there to say, hey, what happened? Explain to me. We got in this big fight. Let me talk to you about it. But if you like that, there are people that like the drama.
Yeah,
they like that. Like, yeah, tell me about the drama. In fact, me, I'm always
you like it.
I'm the kind
we
of
call
friend.
it chisme.
Yeah, I love
you
the chisme.
like
Like,
chisme.
when people are fighting in their relationships, I don't know why, but I'm very interested. I'm like, why?
Well, because it's relationships, and it's part of
It's part of my fascination.
Research.
Yeah. And so I'm always willing to listen, and but I can see what you're saying, where it gets exhausting or it's not a priority in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I can like extrapolate from that the optimal relationship is one that doesn't take you away from the person that you are.
Exactly.
In my mind, it's helping me. If you have problems with Peter, tell me. I'll get some popcorn. I want to listen to it. I want to hear what happened. Like, really? He did that?
Tell me more. Details.
Yeah. But I can see where friends are, where other friends are like, listen, I got other things to do. I can't listen to this.
Well, this is something that you enjoy, but what about if I come to you and I say, hey, you know what, this month I need you to help me pay, I don't know, the new sneakers that I want to buy.
Yeah.
And you're going to say, okay, you're my best friend. Let me give you this money. You want
Yeah.
sneakers and you probably need it for school, whatever. I'll give it to you. But then I figured out that you gave me that money and it worked out. And now next month I want a new purse. Hey, Anwar, can you get me a new purse? Because I need it for school, whatever.
Yeah.
And you give it to me because I'm your best friend. And then I don't want to say a three strike you're
Like,
out,
hang on,
but
you're out of money now. That's it.
exactly. But at some point you will realize, like, okay, hang on, this is not a one-time thing anymore. What's going on here? And you should then learn that, maybe I'm not being a good friend.
There's a lot of time, and I used to have problems with that too, because I do help I did help a lot of my friends when I had money. I don't have that much anymore. I got to put that out there in case you guys are wondering. Don't come ask me for any favors. But the thing is that that's a very good thing. With money is one of those kind of tools that we use to get the things that we want out of life.
Yes.
It's just a tool.
Yeah.
But you taking your resources and giving it to a friend means that your flourishing can suffer.
Exactly.
But what other people do as friends is they say, my suffering is worse than your suffering. So then you should give me money. For example, rent in Miami is expensive.
Yeah.
And they'll say, you're going to go on this great vacation to a ski trip, but you don't need to go on a ski trip. I
Yeah.
need to pay rent.
Yeah.
And my is more important, and we're friends. And if you were going on if I was going on a ski vacation and you needed the money for your things, I would do that to you. Like I would give you the money, because that's the kind of person I am. I always hear that all the time. It doesn't affect me anymore. It doesn't bother me anymore. If I can help people, I'd love to. But that money thing is extremely limited.
Yeah.
It's extremely limited. And you know, I just don't have it. And even if I did, I wouldn't give any money anyway. Because I think that it doesn't help your friends. If you really want to help your friends, you don't give them money. You make them pay. You give them a good rate. You say, hey, I gotta do, but you definitely should not be the free thing. You should be on the helpful thing and like helping them, help themselves without hurting you.
Well, that's the thing. It applies for everything, because if you are giving them all the time, then you're not helping them grow, because they won't understand that they have to do it on their own. And it applies for everything. It's not only about the money. It's about everything else. Like if you prove to your friends that you're always there and you're always going to leave whatever you're doing for them, then they just get used to that. And whenever something little happens, now you have to stop reading your book because your friend needs you to pick him up or pick her up, whatever, you know? And that's what I'm talking about. I think that life, generally, it's hard. And when you make it so easy for people, we just tend to get comfortable. And at the end, you're just, by doing so, you're hindering people's growth, you know, and you're not helping. If you're a good friend, you should draw a line right there and say, no, you know what? I think this time you can do it. You can figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Letting your friends figure out their own problems is definitely a solution to the problem. It's kind of like, well, my car broke down. Okay. So what are you going to do about
exactly.
it? You know?
Exactly. Don't expect me to come with solutions.
And you know what people do too? Is they almost wait till you offer up your services prior to even asking for it.
Yeah.
Which is even more interesting to me. Like, okay, you have problems. Hang on, this person didn't even offer to lend me their car.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You definitely want people to ask for favors. If ever you help someone, the best advice that I have experienced is letting your friends ask for full favors.
Yeah.
Don't beat them to the chase. Don't say, you know, I was in the I used to live in the Brickell area, and I'm telling a quick story. I don't know if I get in trouble for it, but
don't say names.
Well, the person that I was with at the time dating was like getting out of work, and she worked close by, walking distance, and it was raining really bad. So obviously, Miami's rain can be thunderstorm.
Yes. And
she calls me. She's like, Anwar, I got off work, but it's pouring raining. It's like pouring raining. And I knew what she wanted me to do is say, okay, I'll come pick you up in my car, right? She wanted that to be coming from me.
Yes.
So I'm like, yeah, it's terrible rain outside. and then it's like, did you not hear me? It's raining. I heard you.
Yeah.
I look outside. It's a lot of rain out there. Wow. I'm getting out of work right now. Okay. And that's all you're going to say? You're not even going to offer to pick me up? I said, oh, you want me to? You didn't even ask me.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the things I'm very, very for that right now. Like getting people to ask for favors for you, like making them say the words.
Yeah.
Making them say that I'm asking you for a favor. I know a lot of times we beat them to the chase, but finding the limits on loyalty is like you said. It's kind of like getting people to having a good friend means loving a person and wanting the best for them.
Exactly.
That's my idea of friendship.
Yeah.
It's like sharing times and moments and experiences with someone that you're not sexually involved with or anything like that. It's like it's somebody we can watch the game together, or you know, go on a bike ride or something like that. Those are good friends that let you have a greater human experiences with yourself and your experience. But it also means that you just want the best for them.
Yeah.
And that's how you are with everyone in life. That's the underlying theme that I have. But the limit on loyalty has to be where the relationship doesn't serve you.
Yeah.
You have to serve you. You cannot serve a person. That person has to serve themselves and you have to serve you. It doesn't mean that you can't help. Obviously you can, because helping someone else means that also it's self-serving. If your friends around you are getting places good, then you're also, getting into a better place.
Yeah.
And I want people to know that your friends should serve you and serve your best interests, be honest with you and help you see parts of you that you need to fix, and or enjoy things with you that you are not taking advantage of you, but also enjoying your company. But they shouldn't take away from your company.
Exactly.
And them on a personal level. You can take a look at the people around you, and you can know. Just go back 5 years with the friend that you call a friend. And then say, is this person like, am I really gaining from being around this person? And if you are, it's good to have people around you and be loyal to that sense. But nothing should supersede you being loyal to your own flourishing.
Exactly. It
cannot help. I can be loyal to me, and I can be helpful to my friends like you. But if I serve my friends to the detriment of me, I cannot serve me, and then I cannot serve them.
Exactly.
So we both lose. So being a good friend, and I'm sure I've asked thousands of favors. I'm going to keep asking favors. And it's always going to happen. And I'll have good days and I'll have bad days. And sometimes it's so good to have someone to say, hey, let's go for a walk and talk a little bit, because it helps me in my own head. There's nothing wrong with that. That's special. That's something that you can share with people and really learn about yourself and others. But if they're ever taking away from you and stopping you from being the person that your potential can be, that's not a friend anymore. That's somebody that you love to be someone else, but that's someone you love them for their life and let them keep doing what they're going to do. But you focus on the stuff that you have to do. You fix your own problems, you work out your own goals, and you work towards it with people that you like to be around. Exactly.
That brings us to a topic that it was really interesting to me when you bring it up. It was the concept of ride or die. I've been I'm not from here, and that's a entire new concept for me. And I've been seeing it a lot on social media recently. And it's like, and especially for couples, that's my ride or die. You know?
Yeah. I can see how you coming from Cuba be like, what are they talking about?
No, because I do understand the meaning of the words, but I'm like, the whole concept.
The concept together.
Yeah, because especially when I come from Cuba, where it says homeland or death, and then like, what the hell is this? It sounds like the same thing, So it's like, what is this? Why would my partner would have to die for me?
Ride or die. Like, yeah. And I know it's used as a term that says, like, people want to have the guarantee that they got someone else next to them. They have a friend, and that's my ride or die.
Yes.
They have a girlfriend, and that's my ride or die. Or they have a wife or husband, or whatever, and that's my ride or die. That's somebody that no matter what, we live together, we die together.
Yes.
That's not where where does the term come from?
It came from the riders. Is that how you say? Motorcycle riders.
They're called bikers, but yeah.
Bikers. Okay. So if you don't ride, you die, but it's more like a concept of, a passion.
It's a personal passion.
Correct. So that makes sense.
It's like, I'm going to ride my motorcycle or I'm going to die. So I better off ride.
Exactly. But it became this toxic concept in relationships, because when you apply it to relationships, it's completely different than a passion of yours, like applied to a hobby or something.
Yeah, I mean, so it's kind of like a person wants to know that they can live their life without consequence. They can do whatever happens to them, and they will guarantee have loyalty in their life.
Correct. Exactly.
That sounds toxic.
It sounds toxic. Yeah. And I was thinking as we were talking a couple of days ago, I out of the blue texted you, because you're my best friend, I don't even need to say, hey, how are you? I just text you and say,
Yeah.
hey, this just happened,
Yeah.
even though we haven't talked in a week.
Yeah.
And it was something good that happened to me, and it was a new experience. And as a new experience, I had to talk to my best friend and know what he thought about it. And because you didn't reply right away, and I needed to know, I called you and you answered the phone, actually.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation, quick conversation, whatever. And then a few days after that, you told me that you were in the middle of a drama in your life, a chisme, right? And I felt so bad because I'm like, oh my God, I interrupted that. You know, like he helped me. He was in the middle of his drama, but he helped me. And look at this. And then that same day, you were talking to me about your chisme, and you were thoughtful about my classes. You were, oh no, you're in classes. We'll talk about this another day. Yeah. And I kept talking to you. Oh my God, I hope my professors don't hear this. I kept talking to you. And then because I felt so bad because I interrupted you know?
No.
And I think that...
Don't feel bad.
No, but I think that made me understand how selfless you are, but also that's my way to be loyal to you. You know, no, it doesn't mean not paying attention to school, but like, responding to you and be there for you when you also need to tell me something or to talk to me about something. And it's not something bad necessarily. It's just the fact that you're there because, you know, your friend, it's needing you or needs to ask something at the moment, you know?
Yeah.
But that...
Maybe I'll tell that story on another episode.
Yeah, you should. We should actually talk about that. And we should talk also about what I was going through, because I think it would be a good experience for people. But what I'm trying to say here is like, that doesn't mean that you're driving and because I text you, you get a reply right away, you know?
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, it sounded a little bit toxic when I called because you didn't reply right away.
No, no. The thing is that you text me and I was like, okay, I'll text her back at a better time. But then when you called me, then I was like, oh shit, let me answer it because it could be important. Yeah. And that's why I answered it.
It wasn't, but yeah.
Yeah. But that's not a problem. I rarely go through times like the one I had Saturday.
Here's my best friend talking. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Very rarely. Rarely do I go through those kind of scenarios. But yeah, I'd love to talk about what happened. That was a crazy story. But you know, you're right. Yeah, I love the loyalty, and I know that I can call on you too. I really do, and I appreciate that because there's so few people that you can have, like you truly have, that you know that, hey, if I'm going through a tough time, I'm not alone. I have people that I can talk to, and the thing about talking to people and talking to friends or family members, it's kind of like they're going to tell you they're going to give you advice based on their best interest.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you have a problem with, I hate to keep bringing him up, but Peter, because I feel like we pick on Peter all the time. Like I really don't want
Peter.
Great guy. But like, let's say if you have a problem with Peter and you're like, I'm feeling unfulfilled with life, and I think I need to spend some time by myself or go on a trip. His advice was going to probably be, and I'm not saying he would give you this advice. I'm just giving an example. Like, that's not going to help you. You need to stay with me and figure things out because we were in this together. And let's assume he said something like that. He's giving advice based on his best interest too.
Exactly.
Right. And it's kind of like our friends, our family members, our advisors, a lot of people that we call close to us. They're going to give us advice, but they're going to give us advice on their best interests. And they're going to include their best interests is what I mean. But you have like a true friend around you, they give you their advice based on your best interest. Like kind of like, this is good for you, or this is something you do. And that's what I have with you. And I have like with very few people. And it's like, it's refreshing to know that that's like something that I'm not perfect and I make a lot of mistakes. And a lot. A lot. Constant mistakes. Well, yeah.
Repeated mistakes.
Oh God. We don't have to like.
You kind of love The Rock.
I know. But you know, the thing is that I really don't want to give my problems or my issues with other people. Yeah. I don't want to give it to other people or have anyone like around. I really want to learn to make myself better constantly. And it's a constant struggle. Yeah. Right. And knowing something is not good for you is easy. Yeah. But developing a life where you constantly work at and make yourself better is the hard part, and it's hard work. And I've always said that, like, your relationships should be honest work, and your your work with yourself internally should be hard work. It's something you should constantly work at. You know, we all have 10 pounds we want to lose. We all have unused potential we want to put to use. We all have a sense of we can make better decisions. We can, stop, not drink so much alcohol or whatever. We all have these things, and you know what? They're always going to come back to you, and that's completely normal.
Yeah,
that's very, very normal. And that is the hard work you should have in a relationship, is the one that you have with yourself.
Exactly.
Don't beat yourself don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, I know now something that I wish I would have known before, that, this too shall pass.
Yes.
Like all the things that I've done in life, like I really hang myself over it. Like I really, like if I make a mistake, I really beat myself up about it. And after a while, eventually I forget about it. Like I don't even remember, I don't think about it anymore.
Exactly.
And same thing with good times, like you have good times, and after a while you're like, man, I missed that good time. It's kind of like if you're feeling down about a situation or a fight you had in your friendship or something, or a decision that you made, it'll pass.
Yeah.
So not beating yourself up about it. Like it's okay. And
we should have an episode about it.
I would love to talk about that.
Because I think there's a lot of people, including us, who struggle with that. Mm-hmm. And that should be like a whole episode of analysis, because it's really important, and it's true. It's totally true. Everything passed. And
having that work, that hard work on yourself, that's always going to be there. And I always say it should be like good work.
Yeah.
But we call it hard work because it's hard to always, that's the reason why I feel like we turn to a lot of relationships. Personally, it's always easier to imagine a life that says my friends got my back, and so I don't have to worry about things.
That safety net.
My girlfriend, boyfriend has my back. I don't have to worry. Or I could just have a spouse. Yeah. And then I don't have to worry, because I don't want to do the hard work. I want to just have fun and just be predictable. And
but that goes against ourselves.
Yes, exactly. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
What you really should do is constantly, I mean, even if you're married for 20, 25 years, and you feel like your life isn't flourishing, and you're looking at other people on Instagram because you just downloaded the app, and you're saying to yourself, I see other people doing things, and I'm not living. I have life not lived to the full, and you're frustrated because you're looking at your life and you're saying other people can live their life to the full, and I have this sense of kind of depression that it's not me. Like I could be doing that. Just know that the answer is with you. You can always find happiness. You can always find a sense of adventure. You can always find these things even in your marriage and staying marriage as an individual, as a friend to others, being loyal to others, but still doing the things that you want to for you. And that's important. You don't have to get a divorce. You don't have to say that you have achieved a divorce or all these things. You can stay in your relationships, and you can stay in your marriages, and be a great parent to your children by not prioritizing yourself, them, and you just think about yourself. That's all okay. Yeah. Because that is the hard work of any relationship, is the work that you do to yourself.
Yeah.
And the idea that you have that there's friends that I have to serve, and relationships that I have to serve, children I have to serve, and spouses I have to serve, that is not true. That is there for you to enjoy and give your best to, and love, and say, no matter what happens, I love you. But the hard work is always with you.
Yeah.
Doing to yourself.
Yeah. We don't even have time for questions today, but this was a great conversation.
Yeah.
We went
that's great. Well, we passed over our time.
Yeah, we did. Okay. But it was great. I had a great time, and it was a good episode. I hope we help some people talking about expectations and limits of loyalty, and how to set up the boundaries to our friends, and what a really friendship is. And I just wanted to say this. Just keep in mind, I'm not your ride or die. I love you. I'm your best friend. Yeah. But I'm not your ride or die.
No. It shouldn't be that way. And just you're my best friend. But if you ever call me saying show up at my house with a shovel and a chainsaw,
that's not gonna happen.
I'm not going.
I don't know.
I want nothing to do with it.
It's not gonna happen. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just wanted to leave that out there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening. Thank you to American Worldwide Academy, our sponsor. If you need your high school diploma or a career training program, you can just call 305-456-5948.
You've been listening to All Indefinitely. Help us spread the word by subscribing and sharing the show.